Hello and welcome. And this time I would like to talk about technology, the interesting and diverse world of technology. And in particular, the robots, world of automation and future of factory work associated with technology. What what is in what is really interesting now is that there is happening almost like a second industrial revolution where there are companies that make robots that make other robots that automate the work that workers used to do in factories. And what is interesting is that they are not replacing the workers in the factory, at least not completely. They are reducing the workers by half, where it has been found out that if robots and humans work together, they achieve the best results. Because, of course, a human is an intelligent creature that has general intelligence. It can understand what is happening in the factory. It can understand all the nuances that the computer, the artificial intelligence that is inside of those devices which are in the robots. They don't necessarily understand everything. They understand certain things, certain aspects, like they recognize objects. They make very specific actions to create something, and then it is programmed for a specific task. If you are, for example, making a robot that will help to build robots for auto industry, for example, that means working with very hard materials, sometimes light materials like aluminum, and things like that. And if we mix humans and robots together, there is this problem of safety, security, and errors. Because these machines, these robots, these robot hands, they move really fast and they tend to hurt people. I have seen some factories where they put these shields where people can't come close to these machines. They are working so fast. They're programming, maintaining them. They are sometimes helping them if something doesn't go as fast as it should. But they stay away from them while they are in operation. And then there are these automated robots. And now the focus is safe robots, automated safe robots that are slower, but they are more accurate. And robots that are designed to work together with people. They are often lighter and aware of the human beings around them. And they are called, I guess, co-robots, like a co-worker kind of a thing. And it is very impressive how huge is demand of them in Asia, because Asia has been the place for production for a very long time. And we all know how products used to have and still does have the label made in China. But I think in the future, and also other people as well think, that in the future there will be more things labeled made for China, because the whole economy is shifting from economy of production to economy of consumption. So there are more human beings who can in society give value using not just their hands and the dark or the black labor, but by managing things, by other things. So robots are a huge market that is developing, and for a lot of people this will be a huge opportunity to get a cut from potentially multi-trillion-dollar market, because you could use these robots in almost every factory, and these robots can work at night, and this of course reduces the cost of managing people, and the cost of promotion and getting workers to do something. And as developers, people who are into software development and technology in general, we are very interested in these cutting edge things like the newest algorithms and abstract things like artificial intelligence. But when it comes to purely making money, it's more about finding unserved markets and simply scaling your work, doing more of it smarter, leveraging other people. And factory work doesn't sound so attractive as general artificial intelligence or problems like that. So for many people who are interested in technology, there is this trade-off. So would you like to go into places and companies where you are going to get a lot of financial support straight away, a lot of money basically, but the job won't going to be necessarily so interesting? Or would you like to go more into a fresh, interesting job, fresh industry, but it might not be so profitable straight away? Maybe it's experimental technology or something truly cutting edge, and we don't know whether it will even work out. Or in the other hand, you could go into something that works now and you are going to make more money there, or to go into a newer field where there isn't so much demand, but the potential is huge, like futuristic blockchain solutions, certain AI solutions. They are really hot right now. They are, I would say, even potentially the main thing. But for example, if you just develop things, you know that you will get a lot of job if you just do, for example, PHP development, right, as a programmer, development with web applications, where you simply fulfill the needs of the market. And the same goes for robotics. If I would say, hey, would you like to create a futuristic drone army that can go into space and assemble starships into space in the vacuum? That would be crazy, and you would probably think that you are making history right now. But there is a high possibility of failure, right? And if you would, what else could be like very interesting? Making buildings from, I mean, with drones or with robots, automating things and creating whole cities. That's really cool. But then you would need to work at the lowest levels, right? And build everything up and really try to figure out the fundamental problems. And there is no promise that you will be able to even find the answers to the questions. Maybe it will take additional 20 years or 10 years before some key aspect, some key technology will be developed that you absolutely need. But on the other side, you could, for example, go into and develop technologies for factories who, for example, create, I don't know, rubber, just the material, right? And you would automate a small part of it and you would make something really fast with robots that would assist people, for example, in the heavy tasks and some tasks that require precision, for example. But then again, you know that you will be covered, so to speak, financially. And then you can use these resources to step into the other businesses, other ventures. You could start your own business and use the knowledge that you have gained. And start to tackle some of those more fundamental problems, something a little bit more risky and exciting. But then again, will you be able to just take all the pressure and the simple job that you will need to do when you simply earn the money with less exciting things? Because you will be, for example, simply every day working with numbers, trying to optimize something slightly, and deal with a lot of problems, maybe engineering problems, because there are such a huge necessity for engineers. So there is high levels of improfessionality, lack of professionality. In other words, things are made wrongly, incorrectly, so you need to fix them. You are like a janitor, more not necessarily as a creator most of your time, but as a janitor who just cleans code, right? So that is something that everyone needs to ask themselves. Will they be able to withstand the winter, collect the money, and just manage your resources to actually do what you want? Maybe you would much rather start and do what you like, right? But then you need to work really hard and really concentrate on creating some kind of a significant income or some kind of money, or maybe you could convince other people to invest, to risk together with you. And even then, you don't know, maybe then you will not get the full financial benefits of your hard work, or maybe the project won't going to be successful, as it mostly that's the case, right? And you will be blamed for burning money or something like that. That is also a possibility. So everyone needs to evaluate themselves and to understand which path is the best for them.